Interview with co-star?
Okay, rolling.
Yeah, okay, last looks. We're gonna have to redo Julia's whole face.
Are you directing this?
Yeah, they didn't tell you?
Check the back of my head. Does it work?
It's a disaster.
Would you be able to get me a glass of water?
Yes, absolutely. Let me do that for you.
Thank you.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Julia? Julia?
Yeah, I'm so sorry that took a little longer than I wanted it to.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Maybe don't drink out of it.
What is it?
Don't need to had stuff in it. But anyway, I did get you a glass of water.
Stuff in it? What happened?
Q-tips.
I'm gonna be sick.
Yes, we can just quickly drop by.
What the fuck is this
We're gonna drop by urgent care on the way out of here.
You would be the worst assistant. Okay. You know, I feel like the press has been quite kind to you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say brutal.
Not from where I stand. For this film, because it's more of a serious movie for you, we could maybe do something a little different this time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever,
Been a
witnessed-
sheep?
Been a sheep? Have you ever been a sheep?
No.
No.
He's not moving.
What?
Lily, tell us what to do.
Our shepherd was murdered. And we shall solve the crime.
Do you kind of want to more just do voice work now?
Mm-mm.
Really?
No, I'm done with voice work.
Really after this film?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you feel that way?
It's just so strenuous.
Okay.
Walking into a sound booth and saying lines and then leaving the sound booth.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Totally. Exhausting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exhausting.
I heard you've taken about a year break after the project.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to kind of recuperate.
Totally.
Lily took it out of you.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always a part of me.
Yes, of
but-
course.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to write this down, actually.
Oh, to what end are you taking notes?
That doesn't involve you.
Oh, okay. What is that, your grocery list or?
No. So I didn't know that we were working together. And I just wish the studio had told me that ahead of time.
I get that.
Because I would have given a completely different performance.
Or perhaps you wouldn't have done it at all, is my guess.
100%.
Yeah,
And
right.
they went, this will be a well-known actress. And then I see the film. I'm in shock. It's you.
Yeah.
We worked together.
We did work together, yes.
Yes.
We worked together.
On You People.
You People.
It went terribly wrong. You couldn't stand me.
I actually thought you were charming in You People.
Yeah.
And we bonded during You People. But I can see when you found out that I was playing this sheep in this movie that you wish you hadn't actually, in fact, signed the contract.
Yeah, I just was like, I'm done with this
Yeah.
girl. But seriously, getting to work with you was one of the greatest things that has ever happened
We
to
had
me.
such a good time.
We had such a good time. And the way you approach comedy, the way you approach just acting in general was the most inspiring thing I've ever seen. And when I say this, you're always like, But yeah, the way that you mine a joke and you bring so much truth and humor to it with your body is incredible. So I was so impressed within this movie how you could do that without having your body at all. Like I felt like I was watching Julia, but you were a sheep.
It was very strange, right?
Yes.
Very strange.
What is that?
I think it's a road.
But what is it made of?
Well, not grass, I can tell you that.
Chris O'Dowd, who's also in the movie,
Yes.
he was just saying that doing voice work is like being one of those Irish dancers
Yes.
where only your legs are working and the rest of your body is not a part of it. And he feels like that's what voice work is like. I thought that was a pretty good metaphor.
Have you done voice work before?
I have done voice work before. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I haven't looked into your full
That's
resume.
fine.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'll send you all the links.
I love to. Well, when you work with you, you do send
Everything
super
I've-
cut of everything you've
of
done.
everything I've ever done.
I
Yeah.
was just unable to get through it all because it's so much stuff.
So much. Because I include all the talk shows.
Yeah, of course.
And all the award shows, the
Yeah.
red carpet
Of course,
conversations.
that's a lot.
Because I know you want to look at all
Yeah.
of that.
Well, I actually famously gave you an award. Would you give that back?
If I could find it.
Well, that was actually such an incredible night, and it was such a gift to give you that award. But we were sitting at a table with Martin Scorsese.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Oh, that award.
Yeah. She doesn't even fucking remember.
Actually, that was a bananas
That
night.
was a bananas night. So Julia is given an innovator award. Innovator?
Lindsay?
Yeah. She's an innovator, and I was lucky enough to give her that award. And our
Yes.
table was
Marty Scorsese,
Timothy Chalamet,
Chalamet,
Kylie
and
Jenner.
Kylie Jenner. There were some other very famous people.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
embarrassed that
remember.
I'm not
I know, me too.
remembering.
If we could just insert
Martha Stewart, Renee Rapp,
And then I'll go,
Hyder Ackerman, Trevor Noah.
I was seated right next to Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
And I admire him so much, of course.
why.
He just seems nice.
Yeah.
Did you see the documentary?
I thought it was one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen in my life. I watched it twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
For anybody in the arts, they should watch it.
Because it just shows the ups and downs.
The ups and downs, and he comes at it from all these different ways. And
How connected he is to each piece.
oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was Marty Scorsese, and I was intimidated. I could barely speak. I was trying to sort of sound cool and natural, and
Yeah.
but I don't remember the whole time. The only thing I remember from that night was being nervous that he was at the table.
For that night, I took a beta blocker. Have you ever taken one of those?
No, but you know what? Tell me everything about that.
It basically is a drug
Yeah.
that helps you not be nervous, so like your hands don't shake.
Are you hooked?
Completely addicted. If I'm very nervous, I will take one. But I'm amazed, like you public speak a lot. Do you get nervous?
Yes, every
Okay.
time.
So what do you do?
I just get through it somehow.
Yeah.
But it's funny you say that because I get really nervous singing. I can sing, but I get really nervous singing. And so I wonder about that beta block. Are they addictive?
I don't think they're addictive. Can we bring in a beta blocker for Julia?
Yeah, I'm going to take it now.
Take it now. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, so you were in Sheep Detectives.
You saw the film.
I've seen the film, and I'm pretty sure that was you.
Yeah.
You lived in England?
For like 6 months. Yeah.
6 months?
Yeah. Maybe not that long. Maybe 4 months.
Where'd you live when you were there?
I lived in Notting Hill.
Oh.
I love England.
Do you find yourself doing their accent with them sometimes?
Yes. And they always go, it's not attractive when you do that.
No. I mean, like if you just go to the shops.
Yes, of course.
And do you find yourself like you might turn it on a little bit and see if somebody notices?
Yes. Do you do that? Mm-hmm. Have you played English in something?
Not seriously.
Okay.
Like sketch stuff.
Yeah. Do you think you could do it?
I do. Could you?
I did a play in New York where I had an English accent. It was reviewed negatively, but I will still try again.
Accent was?
No, my performance was. But
Who is this asshole?
who's this fucking bullshit? How do you feel that you are so many people's comedy hero?
It's a little bit strange.
Is it strange?
I mean, it's lovely, of
Yeah.
course, but I feel like I'm still trying to get there.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to catch it.
Well, you never want to feel right like you have it. That's the chase.
Yeah.
You don't want to. So it's an interesting thing to be given. Well, you're the hero. It's like, well, no, I'm still on the mission.
Yeah, I'm still on the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
understand.
exactly right.
Yeah. Who is your comedy hero?
I don't have one comedy hero.
Who are
So
some?
Let's start making a list. We can make it together.
Okay.
Gene Wilder, Madeline Kahn, Marty Feldman, Peter Boyle, Cloris Leachman.
Genius.
Genius. Terry Garr.
She's so genius in After Hours, right? That's her in her little yellow dress.
She was genius
In
in
everything,
everything she
yeah.
did.
Brilliant.
So clever. Another one of my favorite movies is The Wizard of Oz, which is a hilarious movie.
Yeah,
with
it is.
Incredibly funny performances.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you? What are your big, funny, haha movies?
I just recently rewatched The Heartbreak Kid. Oh, yeah.
Jeannie Berlin.
Jeannie Berlin is like astonishing in that movie.
Astonishing.
And such a great example of being fucking hilarious, but really grounded in her insanity. I think that like you do that, like taking your character so seriously.
Yeah, it's without vanity in the best possible way. I got the pleasure of working with her, by the way, in this movie I made called You Hurt My Feelings. And what a charming human being.
Was she?
Yeah.
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 Also, like to work with her mom and be like, it's so cool.
Isn't it?
In that way. It must have been such a specific, interesting experience.
For those listening, her mom is Elaine May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting time for comedy in general, where I feel like they're not made anymore, or people say that people don't want them. And I feel like it's all that I crave as a human.
It's the only thing I crave. I mean, that and Wordle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a great example of Veep was that you would explore what was going on that were harder issues through comedy.
Yeah.
It still can be,
It's the best delivery system.
Yes. What I loved about the Sheep Detectives is that it's really about grief. I've never read anything like that. Do you think that he could do that because it was through animals?
I think he could do it because it was through fantasy and animals, of
Yeah.
course. It wasn't a story about grief.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
about so many other things.
Yeah.
But it had a whimsy to it and the fantasy aspect of it that made it palatable and maybe can seep under your skin in a way that can be meaningful.
So what's the worst thing you've ever done?
In my life?
Yeah.
When I was in 3rd grade, I was with my mom in the drugstore, and I really wanted a peppermint patty, and she said I couldn't have one. And so I took it,
Oh my God.
and I put it in my pocket. We walked home, and I was slightly behind her, so I quickly ate it while I was walking behind her, and I was going like this the whole time to get the peppermint smell out of my mouth
Yeah.
because I didn't want to get caught. And I didn't get caught, but the guilt and the shame of that moment is with me to this day.
I mean, it should be.
It should be.
I mean, I didn't realize that you have that in you.
I didn't either.
It makes a lot of sense.
Now, let me ask you, what's the worst thing you ever did?
I mean, so much worse than that. I mean, let's dive in.
It's hard to go there.
I stole eyeliner from Sephora when I was like 14.
She's right here. Come on in.
Yeah,
I'm
come
sorry.
in.
It's over.
But what is the thrill of the early shoplift? What is that thrill?
I just wanted that candy
yeah,
so
of
bad.
course. And it's also the like,
I mean, have you
want that.
had a peppermint patty?
They're unbelievable.
They're incredible.
They're unbelievable. Well, this has been incredible. I think it's probably one of the best interviews that you've done.
It is the best interview.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel so lucky that I'm in a film with Julia again. I hope to be in films with her for the rest of my life.
Totally. That's the plan.
And I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Good.
I can't believe you stole a peppermint patty. That's crazy.
I know.